talked about a number of different types of books to do with iconography, to do with art history, to do with religious context, and specific subjects. Now, I want to just touch on an area of books that are available, of publications that are really populist books. They're books on the market and have been on the market for a while, and there's many of them. I'm just going to mention, I think, three here right now, but they're books that go a long way to introducing people to the iconography and the religious context of Himalayan art. But they are not books that can be relied upon. They are not books that can be cited or quoted. They're not books that are normally sourced by academics or others because they're just too popular and anecdotal and testimonial in the way that they are presented and the way they're written and the way information is put forward. Now, these books have a place. They have a very, very important place in popularizing and introducing individuals to the art of the Himalayas and to the various abstract concepts, visual concepts, then the just the art in general. So the first book is the Book of Buddhas, Ritual Symbolism Used on Buddhist Statuary and Ritual Objects. Okay, this book has been around for a while. I think it first came out in 1990. It's been republished a number of times by a person called Eva Rudy Jansen. And it's just full of line-drawn images and then all different kinds of names. Some are in Tibetan, some are in Newar, some are in Sanskrit, some are in Hindi. It's just kind of a very general presentation of all different kinds of Buddhist visual subjects with all kinds of information. Now, the other two books are by the same person. One is called Meeting the Buddhas, a guide to Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and Tantric deities. I think it came out in 1993. And then there is a second book, which is kind of a shortened, edited version of the first, called A Guide to the Deities of the Tantra, and that was done in 2008. So it's basically both, it's the same book, just kind of a shortened, updated version and an original 1993 version by the second one, A Guide to the Deities of the Tantra. A Guide to the Deities of the Tantra by a fellow, I believe he's English, but goes by a Sanskrit or rather a Pali name, Vesantara. And these books present the iconography of Buddhism primarily from a faith-based perspective and a lot of different ways of presenting without too much concern of whether it's Sarma or Nyingma, or whether it's Mahayana or Vajrayana, or whether it's Kagyu, Sakya, Nyingma, Gelug, or other. But these books have a place, and there are many others, and some of them I will mention later on. But these are the three that really come to mind because they're often found more often than some of the others. So they have a place, but they are not books that can be relied upon for religious context, for art history, or for iconography, or for terminology. But they have a place, they're important, and they draw people to become interested in the art of the Himalayas. So press the like button, you can subscribe, you can join HAR on Patreon, and you can also make a donation on the HAR homepage.